So the thing is, I barely even remember what happened, but I remember what it cost. And why I'm making this video is because what happened was so big at that moment, but nowadays it's not that big anymore. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. This is the second part of my eating disorder story. So if you missed out on the first one, I'm gonna leave the video right here so you can check that out first and then come back and finish this video. So I just want to continue the series, the episodes, and share with you what happened after this. The point is that I was doing so well. I was going exercising a lot. I was eating a lot of sweets. I was drinking a lot of water. So you could say that I had it perfectly, and everyone thought, at least I thought, that I was healed and everything in my life was perfect. Then this trauma happened, which is not really a trauma now that I think about it again. But I was 16. So today I'm 24. So it's been 8 years ago. What I perceive today as an okay event was probably very traumatic for my 16-year-old self. So I fully understand why I thought at that time that, oh my gosh, this is a trauma that happened to me. But anyways, the point of the story is that something really, really bad happened. And basically what I did, I just stopped everything that I did before related to food and stuff. I didn't go and exercise anymore. I think I went almost the whole summer without exercising. I remember also that I ate way more sweets like chocolate, and I didn't drink any water, like literally anything. So what I concluded from this, after when I thought about it a lot, I concluded that something bad happened to me and I had no clue how to deal with this. I didn't smoke, I didn't drink, I didn't hit the gym like crazy. What I did was I stayed home and I cried in my bed every day. And I was eating a lot of chocolate. I didn't care about drinking water. I didn't care about going to the gym or anything. So what I concluded from this was that I used eating itself as a coping mechanism. It's very simple. If you're an addict to cigarette or alcohol, you basically do the same, right? Whenever you are feeling stressed, you just smoke. Whenever you're feeling stressed, you just drink a shot or something like that. So I realized that, okay, I was basically using it as a coping mechanism. But the thing is, at that time, I was like, you know what? This is not unhealthy. Why does it matter if I eat 2 pieces of chocolate or 4, right? And it wasn't like I gained, 10 kilo in a day. I felt that I was gaining back everything that I've lost, but it took me some time till I realized that, okay, wait, I should really stop, because I was so traumatized, I would say, that I didn't even care about anything else. After you realize that this is kind of a coping mechanism, you are one step smarter. But the thing is, and I think this is the hardest part, and this is what I'm still struggling with, is that whenever you have a coping mechanism, it's very good to have one, right? Because if something is stressing you, it's nice to have something that is gonna de-stress you. But the thing is, just because you know that, overeating is your coping mechanism, you don't really know if how to get rid of it, right? So after the fact that I realized that, okay, I was gaining weight and I didn't feel good in my body again. I didn't feel like wearing shorts, and it was summer. I didn't feel like wearing a bikini, nothing. And I was like, okay, well, I know this is not good. I know I'm using this thing as a coping mechanism. And after I healed from the trauma, I use this thing, like this overeating, for every other stress factor: school, training, family, relationships, everything. And that's what it became a habit, because every time I was stressed for a test, I'm just gonna eat. I was stressed for a training, I'm just gonna eat. I had a fight with my friend, I'm just gonna eat. So I knew it was a coping mechanism. I just didn't know how to get rid of it. Because it's so easy, right? You always have food at home. You can always go to the shop and buy some. You can always get it, right? And that's the scary part. That's the dangerous part, because it's not something illegal. It's something that you literally just can get whenever you want. So the next thing that I try to do is I thought to myself that, okay, it's not a problem if you use overeating as a coping mechanism, because if you get de-stressed, which I didn't get, because the more I ate, the more stress I also felt. On top of the school stress, I was like, okay, I'm stressed because of this test, and I'm also eating like crazy, so I'm also stressing about that. But the thing is, what I try to tell myself, that it's not a problem if you overeat, if it makes you feel good, why not? But instead of, for example, eating chocolate, try to eat fruit. Or instead of drinking something with sugar, try something sugarless if you really, really, really cannot drink water anymore. So I didn't try to get rid of the habit itself. I tried to get rid of the toxic parts of the habit, which was a lot of sweets, a lot of sugar, and I tried to basically substitute it with fruit, with, I don't know, water, or they have these flavored waters. But at the same time, it's not that easy. Even substituting wasn't easy. So I kept telling myself, okay, I ate already 2 apples and I'm still craving something sweet. Why do I have to eat the 3rd apple? Why cannot I eat just the chocolate, So I was thinking to myself, I really, really, really don't think this is helping me. I really, really, really don't think that this is something that I'm gonna be healing with. Because at the end of the day, I still ate a lot. I still drank a lot. But I didn't drink water that I was supposed to drink. And I know that if you drink, for example, flavored water, it's still better if you don't drink anything. But at the end of the day, I should have drank water, because I already knew from before that how good it feels to drink water, how good it feels to have 3 nice meals a day, in between a piece of chocolate, an apple, a tangerine, whatever. I knew, yet I couldn't go back to it. The last point for today's video is that, for example, if you're in the same position and you think to yourself that I must eat this amount of food every single day, I must do this because that's what makes me happy. Okay, you still have a chance to kind of control it indirectly. Directly controlling would mean that you tell yourself that, okay, today my breakfast is a fruit plate. And then, I don't eat for the next, 4 hours. But if you cannot control it directly, you can still try to control it indirectly, which helped me for a few months. So I really, really, really think that this is one of the key things, which I'm going to get into in the next chapter. So if you don't want to miss out, just subscribe to my channel. Exercise. Exercise regardless of how much you eat. I had this very toxic mindset that, and I think I still have it though, by the way, but that's just a secret, that, for example, if I went to McDonald's on a Monday, then on Tuesday, I trained like twice, because yesterday I had McDonald's. But on Wednesday, I had salad for lunch. So I told myself on Thursday, you don't even have to go and exercise because you had a salad. And why would you exercise if you already eat healthy? But anyways, the point of the story is that I told myself that, you know what, if you cannot control how much you eat, try to control how much you move. Because I know this guy and he said this thing, and I know this guy from my boyfriend, and he's very helpful, that this guy ate like 20,000 calories a day. And he said in this video that it doesn't matter how much you eat a day if you keep moving yourself. So even if it's just walking, even if it's just, not going with a bus for the last 2 stops, but just walking, Or, you know, if instead of running 5 circles, you try to run 8 or even 10. It's about the fact that you exercise. So even on those days when I have a salad, I tell myself, okay, but you can still walk that 20 minutes. Or when I have a McDonald's, I tell myself the next day, just push for the 30 minutes. Don't do 2 hours, because at the end of the day, it's all gonna balance itself out. It's all gonna come to the same thing, that you eat and then you move. As long as you move, you should be fine, really. Of course, if you eat 3 times McDonald's and you get a big menu with a big Coke and the fries and everything, then you of course have to move more. But I'm just saying that when you eat chocolate and then you feel guilty, don't do that, because you still move, right? You are not laying in bed 24/7 for 7 days a week. So exercise is key. And by exercise, I don't mean go to the gym and try to lift 100 kilo. I mean walk that 20 minutes. Go to the shops, go for a walk your dog, walk that one station. Everything that is basic exercise. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. The next video is gonna be about a different topic. It's still gonna be with the eating disorder. It's gonna be more of a challenge that we're gonna do together. So if you don't wanna miss out, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video, so the next one will also be recommended to you. I just want to let you know, guys, that if you are struggling with anything like this, even if it's severe or not severe, I'm here for you. I've been there. I am still sometimes there, so I know exactly what you're going through. But we're gonna get through this together. We're gonna heal, and we're gonna be able to look at McDonald's without thinking that, oh, if I eat that, I'm gonna gain plus 5 kilos. Have an amazing week, guys. I'm gonna see you in my next video. Bye bye.